Hi everybody, welcome back to the Young Grower. So today is another glorious day here in the southwest. The sun is out and I thought it'd be perfect time to get our Dahlias, our Peonies and our Begonias planted out. We planted these on the 27th of February. So not all of the Dahlias that we planted come up. So we'll have a look and show you what ones have come through. So I thought we could do this next stage together. We planted them together and I thought let's plant them out together and also pick some flowers together, hopefully. So we're going to get on with doing this, planting them out and also putting down some eggshells around the Dahlias to protect them from the slugs. So the flower garden is currently doing absolutely amazing and all the flowers aren't even up yet, and you won't think this was not here a few months ago. I will do a video soon that will go around talk about all the flowers we've got, but yeah, it's just a haven for wildlife to be there enjoying the salvia hot lips. But anyway, yeah, I got a bit distracted then showing you how good everything is looking. These flower beds are pretty much full, but we've got these beds over here to plant up, and we're going to plant some in here as well, and we're also going to plant some down there by the shed in the raised beds going by the greenhouse. So let's actually look at the flowers and see how they've got on since we planted them. So we have 6 dahlias here. I've already planted one variety. I'm not too sure what it was because it didn't have a label on, neither does this one. So these 3 here are what a follower sent me, so it's great to see that they've all done really well. And then at the end here we have the dahlias I got from Morrison's. Both of them have come up, what is brilliant. And then here's the begonias that a follower also sent me. Same person sent me the dahlias, and there was 8 of them. I've planted one already and there was one that did not germinate and it rotted, so it's a shame. But then we have 6 really healthy begonias here to plant out, what I'm over the moon about. And then the peonies, so these were peony root cuttings that I bought from Morrison's as well. They were £2 each, so I wasn't expecting much this first year, but they've really not done that well. I'm hoping once we plant them they'll come along. This one here was the one doing the best, but I think the leaves got a bit burnt in the polytunnel. And then this is the other one. But one good thing is at least they are alive, so hopefully once we plant them and over time they'll get established, produce a bigger root, and hopefully lots of flowers. But once we plant all these, we're not going to be taking them up again. They're going to stay in the ground permanently. Here in the southwest we don't get a strong winter. Quite a lot of the plants that should have died over winter actually survived. So yeah, we're going to leave these in the raised beds permanently and not remove them, and hopefully every year they'll come back. So I think we'll plant one together of each of the plants, and then I'll get on with the rest, and then we'll go around after and show you where I've planted them. Then over the following months we'll follow them, see how they get on, and then hopefully get some nice cut flowers later in the year. So I'm going to plant a dahlia just here. It's in the shade as well, so I don't have to get in the heat for a little bit. So I'm going to do one of these dahlias first, called Dahlia Perfect Match. So we're going to get one of these planted here. I think just there will be great. So before I plant it, I'm going to break up the soil. Even though it's quite loose, I'm just going to get my hands in there and pull the soil to the side. So we're going to be careful when we do this. We're just going to tip it upside down, give it a good squeeze, and then, oh, there we go, it will slide off. We'll look at the roots on that. And then, oh, don't want to drop it. So we're going to push this in. Make sure we firm it in around, and there we go. That is the first dahlia done, and this one here is doing really well. So you can take the flower buds off them when they're early to allow them to side shoot, but if I'm honest with you, I'm going to leave that one there because I want to see a dahlia flower. So now we're going to move on to doing one of the peonies, and I'm going to plant the peony just there. So I'm going to do the peony Shirley Temple here. And I have no idea what this is actually even going to be like. there could be hardly any roots and it's all just going to fall out everywhere. Yeah. Okay, it has some good roots. Okay, that's better than I thought it actually was, so I'm happy with that. So I'm just going to do exactly the same as what I did with the Dahlia, just move the soil out of the way. I should have done this hoe before I even took the peony out. I got a bit ahead of myself. There we go, I'm just going to push that down. And then cover it back over with a compost. And firm it in around. And because I want to remember what variety this is, I'm going to put a label just there. At least that way, once it gets really big, I can start taking root cuttings for this. So there we go, that is the first peony I've ever planted. So we'll follow this when I do videos and tours, see how it gets on. Yeah, I'm hoping now that once it's planted, it's going to get a lot bigger. Don't expect much from the first year. I've been told that it may produce one flower, but once it gets really established, you could expect lots of buds per year. So now we are going to do the begonia, and I'm actually going to plant the begonia in this flower bed as well. I'm going to do it right here. I want to fill this up so much so I don't see the compost. So these were planted in the 1 litre polypots that I sell, and we will have them soon available on the new allotment shed website, my new business that will be opening soon. So if you have not found us on Facebook, come over on Facebook and search the allotment shed, give our page a like. Yeah, because we'll be starting business in the next couple of months with some cool products and some cool merchandise. And there we go. That is the peony planted. I didn't do anything special. I just made a hole with my hand, pull it in, firmed around, yeah. And once we finish, we will give them a good drink. But that is the peony, a begonia and a dahlia planted. Now I'm going to get on with planting the rest of them and we'll catch up after. So now I've planted all the flowers. There's one last thing I want to do is I have some eggshells here. So these are from my ladies and I use these as a slug repellent. I've had great success using these in the past. So we're just going to put a good amount at the base of each plant. Just like that. But if I'm honest with you, I don't really need to do them to this bed. I've had no slug damage whatsoever. It's mainly on the bed down here that I'm going to have to put them on, as the slugs, they just destroy everything down this way. The one that I done yesterday when I put the eggshells down are doing great and there's not been any more slug damage. But we're going to put some around this for sure. And there we go, that is eggshells put on them. But while we're down here, we may as well just talk about the ones I've potted. So this one here, I'm not too sure which one it was, I've lost the label. But yeah, planted a dahlia here, so I have another dahlia there, a begonia and the other dahlia. And then I've just planted 2 of the begonias just over there. And then we're going to go back up here. So I got to remember where we've planted everything. And we planted a begonia just there. And then there's the Shirley Temple peony that we planted. Planted another dahlia just there, and it's one of the summer punch varieties. Another begonia. That's the dahlia we planted together. And then I planted a begonia over here and another one just over there. Then just here I planted the Carl Rosenfield peony, and then another one of the tropical punch dahlias just there. So I'm not actually going to put any eggshells around these just because I haven't got much left. I need to get some more done. I've got plenty of eggs, so that's not a problem. we'll see how they get on, and if they do start getting damaged we will put some on. So that is the dahlias planted out. Yeah, it's been a long progress from planting them in February, waiting until they got established before we could plant them down here in the new flower garden. But yeah, they're out. I can't wait to see how they grow. So everyone that sent me dahlias and begonias, thank you very much. I did plant some direct and they've come up, so we'll see what they're like later on. We'll do a tour and stuff. Yeah, I'm just getting everything planted. I'm nearly there. We've got a few dahlias to plant out, but they're the ones that we've grown from seeds. And if you have not watched the video about growing them to seed, I'd recommend going and have a look. They were the first seeds we sown of the year, and then I repotted them last week. But I can't believe how well this flower garden is doing. It's blown my mind. This is my first proper year growing flowers the way I have. I wanted to go crazy. I wanted the best flower garden on my allotment site. I wanted to inspire you all to do something new or try something and just show you a wide range of flowers that you could grow in a smaller space. But it's just sat here now looking at the flower garden, it's like wow. And I just went back and watched a video from a few months ago when we was building these, and I just couldn't believe the difference. I completely forgot that this was not here and it didn't look like this. Yeah, it's crazy, absolutely crazy what a few months of nice weather or nice-ish weather can do for your plot. Can't wait until the yellow plum tree comes into fruit. It probably won't this year, but next year hopefully we get a few plums. It'll be absolutely amazing. So that is it from me here at the Young Grower. We've planted the dahlias, the peonies and the begonias. Yeah, I can't wait to see how they turn out. We're going to follow them over the next couple months. We've had a good look at the flower garden and shown you how much it's come on since we built it at the beginning of the year. Yeah, it's crazy to think that a few months ago this was not here, and it's absolutely gorgeous. And yeah, I will keep saying it's gorgeous because I'm very proud of how it's turned out. It's beyond what it's actually not beyond what I imagined. It's exactly what I had in my mind, and to be able to do it is like amazing. It's made me really have an appreciation for designing gardens and getting into that sort of thing maybe one day. With opening my own business, it could give me the option to design a few gardens. I would love to do a Chelsea garden. My dream is to one day be there. Fingers crossed, you never know what could happen. I did not expect to be sat here making these videos, sharing all this with you. Yeah, so that is it. I'm not going to ramble on much more. If you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe, and if you have not yet liked, please like the video and leave a comment. So thank you, and we'll see each other soon. YouTube have recommended a video for you to watch, and if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, if you click my logo, you'll be able to.